Hello, fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I am here today to kit up my Distracted by Diamonds kit called Halloween. This is the kit that I'm going to be doing for Drills and Chills / Halloween, so I wanted to get it kitted up. I have all the pre-cut stickers here. I just cut off one half. They're pre-cut, so I could have just peeled them off, but just to make it a little bit easier to grab things, I went ahead and cut it off on that one side. And then I can just go ahead and put my little pre-cut stickers on here. Actually, I really like these because they're nice and small. So they fit nicely on the bottles without me having to cut anything off. And they're pre-cut, which makes it even nicer because then I can just peel them off like this and I don't have to try and make little stickers myself like I did with my Xyron for the ones that don't come with stickers. So I'm going to be putting this in my bottle case in case you hadn't noticed. I've got 50 colors. I am going to be pulling some ABs, but I will go back and look at that after I get done. I know I've got some ABs that I can add in because this kit didn't come with any ABs. So I definitely want to add in some ABs and possibly some fairy dust, pixie dust drills that I've purchased. I just don't know exactly what colors I have. So I thought I'd kit it all up first, and then I'll see which ones I want to add, and we'll talk about that. So everything is in baggies. Again, if you're someone who likes to work from baggies, then it's all set up and ready to go for you. I just am too clumsy, quite frankly. If I spend all of my time working from baggies, invariably there is a spill, and then I just spend all of my time picking up drills, which is not fun and not how I want to spend all of my time. So I'm just going to put several of these stickers on the bottles to get that out of the way. I have my little Bella Art funnel here. Now, somebody mentioned in a comment that when you put the bottle in, so obviously the lid wouldn't be on it, but there's the distance. And so sometimes if you have staticky drills, they can jump out. I have had problems where I overfill the bottle, and for that reason, the drills kind of end up jumping out everywhere. I've not experienced the other, but I still love the funnel, even if I end up with a few spilled drills, because it just makes kitting up so much easier and everything goes so much faster. Okay, so that's 14 of them. I think that's enough for me to get started. So what I will do, and you can see a lot of these don't have very many drills in them at all. Let's see how bad the static is in some of these. That's the thing for me with baggies. I feel like the kits that come in baggies like this sometimes have worse static than other kinds of bags. Like if you get the long heat sealed ones or whatever they call them, I feel like those have less static sometimes for me than ones that come in baggies like this, but it just depends as well. Okay, so these aren't too bad so far. Not very many drills of these colors, but that's okay. See, now this is something that's going to be confusing. The number 1 is 0. The number 2 is number 1. Number 3 is number 2. Why would you do that to people? Like make number 10 0. Why wouldn't you do that? Doesn't that make more sense? I think I have a couple of colors that I'm going to need more than one bottle for. For sure, probably the white, because that's a background color, and there's quite a few of those. I don't know if I'm going to need 2 bottles for this or not. Maybe not. Is it too full as I spill it everywhere? Just a little too full for me to get all of it in a bottle. So I think what I'm going to do for this, I'm going to dump some of this out so it's not quite so full. And then I'm going to grab an empty bottle. So I've got 2 bottles of 310, but that will be fine. Oh, I missed one. 4, trying to make sure I get the right colors here. Lots of these. This is not a very big kit. I think it's like 52 by 53 or something like that, somewhere in there. So it's not a huge kit. So not a surprise that it doesn't have a ton of drills. But I'm really looking forward to this one. It's round, which means it'll go faster. It's already super cute. Not thrilled about the white background, but I made it through the pet shop one, which was that light peach background. And I have white mica, so if it ends up being too terrible, this is a round kit. So I don't think the gapping is going to be such an issue with the white on a round kit. Not like it would be on a square kit. because you're already going to see some of the background anyway because it's round. Going through and covering up the gapping shouldn't be an issue. Crossing my fingers anyway. So what are you guys working on for drills and chills? Inquiring minds want to know. I had somebody tell me they'd had this exact same kit picked out, and I am hoping that I get to do more than one kit for drills and chills because this one is smaller. I'm hoping that I will get through it fairly quickly and then I'll be able to work on something else. I'm currently working on my spangler and trying to finish it. I do have some jumpy drills with this one. Woo! All right. I think I can get most of these in the bottle, even though it's kind of full. But let me get the staticky ones out of there. You know what? I think I'm going to do what I did with this other one. I'm just going to dump some out. Just because I don't know if I can actually get every single one in one bottle. All right, then number 9, which is the symbol number 8. That's going to be confusing. Anyway, I'm working on my spangler and I would like to get that one finished, and I actually think I will get that one done before the end of August. So that means I can start this one September 1st for drills and chills. And I'm hoping that I will get this one finished as well, and then I can work on a second one. I'm not sure which one I want to do. If I want to do the Francesca's one or if I want to do the Mermaid Cavern one. I think one time when I was telling you guys about it, I called it the Mermaid's Closet, but I'm pretty sure it's the Mermaid's Cavern. I don't know where I got closet from, but anyway. So maybe one of those or the Francesca's one that I have that is Halloween themed as well. I can't decide if I want to pick the smaller one. I guess Drills and Chills runs into October, so if I picked the bigger one and I didn't finish it in September, then it wouldn't be the end of the world. So maybe I'll pick whichever one is bigger. I think the Mermaid's Closet one is the biggest one, but I'd have to go back and double check and see because I don't remember. So it's been super hot here. We're having another heat wave. It started on the weekend and it's supposed to go through the next several days. My day has all been a little bit off. My son and I were supposed to get up and go for a walk today, and I apparently turned off my alarm and didn't realize it. So my alarm didn't go off this morning. And I said to him, "Why didn't you wake me up?" Oh, he just went back to bed. So I don't think he really wanted to go walk in all the heat anyway. I mean, we go early in the morning, so it's not super hot, but I mean, it still was 75 degrees at 6 a.m. this morning, so we'll just shoot for the next day. Go walking again. Hubby and I got some things figured out. So those of you who felt like I was pretty stressed, which I was in the last whip and chat, it's all good. We figured some things out. I'm feeling much better. We still have things up in the air, of course, but I'm feeling better about where we are. We got some financial questions answered. We've made some decisions, and it has alleviated quite a bit of my anxiety about the financial side and some other questions as well. So, yeah, it was good. I'm feeling better. I feel like I have a moment to just kind of breathe, relax, instead of panicking about how long everything is taking and when stuff's going to happen. It'll all work out. I keep trying to tell myself that. I had a lot of the same issues you guys know when we were trying to go through the process of getting our permanent residency in Canada, and issues with my passport, and did we send in the paperwork the correct way? Had we done something wrong? And it all worked out. So I just need to remember that it's going to work out. Just not on my schedule. That's the thing, is I just have never been a patient person. It takes me some time to make up my mind, but once I do and I've made a decision, then I want everything to happen like that, which of course is not how it works, but wouldn't it be great if it did? Also, thank you to everybody that gave me feedback about the other channel. I haven't started doing some things yet, but I have done a bit of research. I'm feeling like I'm on the right track. Some things that I've been putting off that I finally finished. So now I feel like I have some brain space to put towards that kind of thing. It's that whole spoons theory where when you're teaching, they tell you kids only have a limited, well, not just kids, but people have a limited amount of information and things that they can handle. What they tell you as a teacher is, say, typical student has between 5 and 7 spoons, right? One of them is taken up with their personal life. It may be peer pressure. It may be a new romance they have with somebody. It may be sports things that they have going on. So there's 3 of your 7 spoons gone. So it's not just learning that's competing with their attention, it's all these other things that are going on as well. And once a kid is out of spoons, it doesn't matter what you do, they can't handle, retain, deal with. And so sometimes you just have to recognize that you're out of spoons. And until something changes, that's just the way it's going to be. And according to psychologists, moving homes is one of the most stressful things that you can do. And we're doing several things. We're moving homes, and not just homes, but countries. Hubby is sort of semi-retiring. We're moving away from family and people here that I've lived with my whole life. My daughter will be here. I was actually talking to my husband. I should have thought of this a while ago, because I don't know how we would qualify for one now, but I really should have gotten some sort of credit card that would let us get frequent flyer miles, because I do intend to fly back and forth to see my daughter. Our original intent was to have her fly, but I don't know how that's going to work, because yes, she works for a school and she'll have time off at vacations and stuff, but like flying at Thanksgiving is one of the busiest travel times. And what happens if she gets back late or gets stuck? Especially traveling to Canada in the winter can be kind of dicey, especially with flights. So I feel like it would be easier for me and possibly me and my husband to travel back down here. I don't know if we both went, if my son would want to come also. I mean, it depends on what his job situation would be up there, whether that would even be doable for him. So just, yeah, lots of things for us to think about. Also, thank you to everybody that commented with names of companies to try. I have a couple in mind, but I think one of the ones, and this is actually a company that I purchased from before, but because I was talking about mystery kits and how much fun I had doing them, but it used to be basically that most mystery kits were like premium licensed. Companies didn't have mystery kits. They do now, but they didn't used to. Anyway, I've also seen, so I'm contemplating doing the mystery kit, and I've also seen people who are doing some cross-stitch conversions, and there's a couple of like mini ones from Jada Gem Shop. So even though I've not done a kit from her before, I've actually purchased a couple of kits. I just haven't completed them yet. There's a couple of like mini cross-stitch conversions that I think would be fun to try. So I might do that. I've looked at a couple of other smaller websites, but I haven't found anything yet that I want to get. So I'm still looking. I did go out and look at Art and Soul and see if there was a Hannah Lynn that I wanted to get, but I found one that was really colorful, and I thought maybe, but then I was like, it was even bigger than the Good Witch one that I did, and that had 11 bags of black. Those of you who really like Hannah Lynn and have done multiple Hannah Lynn kits, what's the biggest amount of bags that you've gotten in black 310 from a kit? Leave me a comment, let me know, because I would love to know. Like I said, my Good Witch, I believe I had 11 bags of 310. That was a Diamond Art Club when she was licensed with Diamond Art Club. But I'm really curious, because essentially what she does are coloring pages. I'm curious to know what everybody else's experience is. Like how many bags of 310 came with your kit? Are there any that don't have 310 that are like some of the Mandy Manzanos where instead of 310 it's like 3371 or something? I'd be curious to know that too. Okay, well, I'm zooming right along here. It's going quite a bit faster, and knock on wood, I haven't had any static yet, so it's a couple that had a little bit, but not much. Well, I was going to say this is an older kit, but it's not. I just bought these two. I bought this one and a second kit from Distracted by Diamonds called Oasis. at the same time. And I think I just bought those this year or maybe last year. I can't remember now. You guys, I'm old. All the years blur together. Like I blink and a year has passed. I'm going to blink soon and it'll be Christmas already. All right, I love this orange color, which is kind of funny because orange is not usually one of my favorite colors. Oh no, not all going to fit in one. That's so funny that some of these other ones seem like they're pretty full, yet they fit in one bottle. That one didn't feel very full, but it's not all going to fit in there. Yep, that's more than full. All right, let me get an empty bottle here so I can put these in that. Okay, so now I've got 2 bottles of that color. D7, trying to match the lids with the colors here to make sure I'm doing the right ones. So now that things hopefully will be a little less stressful, at least in my head. I had the thought the other day that I'm going to give myself an ulcer or a panic attack with all my anxiety. But like I said, I'm feeling better now. We got a bunch of questions answered, which is kind of funny because we thought we had the answer to some questions, and then you know it's one of those things where you ask on one day and you get one answer, and then the next day you ask and you get a different answer, which is kind of crazy because we were talking about financial stuff. But anyway, regardless, I have gotten the answers, and like I said, feeling much better about things. We are still kind of waiting to hear what the situation is with the house we were interested in renting. So crossing my fingers that that may be a possibility, because it would certainly make some things easier for us, although it does pose other problems as well. So it's in a nice area, but it's just not an area that I kind of really wanted to be in. All right, let me finish putting these stickers on here. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need more than one bottle for the white because it's a pretty big bag. But this kit only has 50 colors, and this is a 60 bottle case, so hopefully I will have enough to put all of these on here. I've only used 3 of the 10 extra so far, so I should have plenty. It looks like I think one of these purples that's left and possibly the 3371 are going to need multiple bottles. I'm also going to run out of bottles that have washi tape on them. This is my last bottle with washi tape. And I could get out washi tape and put washi tape on some of these, but I'm just going to take my chances. I'm only going to have 4 or 5 stickers that aren't on washi tape. So I'll take my chances with those. And if I need to use my goof off on them to take it off, then that's cool. Okay, so I've taken all of my stickers, so that can now be trash. And I'm ready to kit up the last half of the, I guess less than half, but we'll see how many bottles this takes. Some of them, like I said, are definitely going to be, I only need 1 bottle, but some of them, like 3371, that one's pretty full. I bet I need more than 1. So I've got, what, 7 empty bottles left that I can use if I have to use more than 1. I'm going to get one of those out because I'm going to bet with this big bag I'm going to need more than 1. There is something so therapeutic for me. I don't know if it's because of the like ASMR vibe of it, or I don't know, just the whole process of kitting everything up. I know there's a lot of people who think that this is an unnecessary extra step, but this is part of my enjoyment of the diamond painting, is getting to kit everything up and organize it. Probably because I have a very type A personality, but nothing wrong with that. Some people thrive in chaos. I am not one of those people. Okay, let me dump those out because it looks like I need a second bottle for this color as well. Okay, so there's those 2. This one seems a little bit full. So am I going to need 2 for that one? I hope not. There's definitely this purple one over here that I think is going to need more than 1. and the white that's going to need more than one. Is that too full? Yes. Gosh darn it. I'm just spilling everywhere this kit up, aren't I? Not that that's a surprise, but again, at least there's no static. So I've got 2 bottles for that. The next 3 should only take 1. Famous last words, right? But no, I'm pretty sure these are only going to take 1. 37.74. I'm loving the kind of fall vibes of this one. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a big orange person. I like purple, and I like fall autumn vibes. The dark reds, oh, that's something, I don't know if we'll get to move in time to see it, but if we did, it would be awesome if our cross-country move happened so that we were driving through New England as the leaves change. That would be amazing. Don't know if we're going to get out of here in that amount of time, but we'll see what happens. All right, so I'm on my last row of the bottle case here. So let's see how many bottles I need. Got the purple coming up next. Pretty sure I'm going to need more than 1 bottle for that one. Pretty sure I'm going to need more than 1 bottle for the white. So let's see how this goes. I think the other 3 should all fit in 1 bottle. Ooh, this one maybe need more than 2 because that's already basically full. I don't think all of this is going to fit in 1. This one may need 3 as well. Oh yeah, that's getting full. All right, so there's 2. I hope I have enough left because this one was not as full as the white. I may end up having to leave the white, some of them in the baggie, if I don't have enough. I've only got 2 spare bottles left. And this one I think is fuller than that green or the purple that I just did. Although that 3rd purple one was not completely full, so maybe I'll get away with it. Maybe. And then I need to go dig through my, a little bit of static in this one, dig through my ABs and see which one I want to use ABs for. Because I didn't do it before I put all the stickers on, which I should have, because then I could have marked all of them to know which one I'm going to have ABs or pixie dust for, but that's okay. All right, so there's the last one of that. Now all I have left is my 5200, and I'm pretty sure it's going to take multiple bottles for this last big bag. Let's see how far I get. Whoops, overfilled that one. So let's try this one and see. Okay, I didn't mean to overfill that one again. All right, so bottle number 3, I think what's left in here will fit in bottle number 3. Crossing my fingers anyway. Oh yeah. So that one didn't even fill up all the way. It's about 3/4 full. So I still need to put stickers on them, but let me show you the finished case. So this one actually kitted up really nicely. I've got only 50 colors, but I actually used all 60 bottles, which is cool. I had enough, so that's okay. I'll go back in and put stickers on for the ones that aren't marked, so I just can make sure that I know what color they are. I will take my sticker. This will go in my logbook once it's finished, but I will take this and keep it in the pouch with all of the drills so I know that this one is 4. All right, let me go grab whatever ABs I'm going to be using and I will be right back. So currently the way that I have my ABs stored is I just have these are made for like card sleeves, and I have all of the different colors in here. And so I'm just going to kind of go through and see what I have in ABs. For example, I've got 310 ABs, but do I want to use those? Because where is black? It's on her hat, it's on the skulls, and it's in her eyes. I think I'm going to skip the 310 ABs because I think that would look weird to do it that way. So none of those colors. I'm just going through here and trying to see what I have. Oh, I used to have 550, but not anymore. 758, don't have any of those. Okay, 762, I've got some ABs, so I'm going to pull those out, and I'm going to mark with my little marker here on the top of the sticker here. I'm going to put a little dot so that I know I've got ABs or fairy dust or whatever it ends up being for those particular colors. 815 and 819 are both colors used in this kit. So I will pull out those ABs, and then I will mark both of these as well with my little dot so that I know when I go to use this color, I've got ABs. And like for this one, there's not very many. And I probably have the equivalent amount of AB drills. So these I probably will just completely substitute the ABs. Sometimes if I have like very few, like this one, this particular AB, then I will go through and just decide, okay, I'm not going to completely substitute that one. I'm just going to kind of randomly sprinkle it in because I don't have enough to do a complete replacement. 947 is used in this kit, so I'll take that one out. And then, do I have any of these? No. None of my fairy dust so far. I think 3042 is one in this kit. All right, so 947, I'm getting ahead of myself here. So let's mark that one, that one is an AB. 3042, I have an AB. So again, for this one, there's not very many, and I probably have an equivalent amount of ABs, so I'll just do a one-to-one substitution. 3328. None of these are my pixie dust that I bought so far, darn it. Now, there's a lot of 3371, and I do have the ABs here, but I think, again, because that tends to be a color you want to kind of fade in the background, I bet this is what gets used, the 3371 gets used in like the leaves and things. So like you can see in the picture, there's black on her hat, plus the black of the skulls, black in her eyes, and then I bet down here in the leaves, that's probably the dark brown. I just don't want to do the ABs for that because I think it will make it weird to have it not blend into the background the way that I want it to. Ooh, 3774. Now, this is a pixie dust, but this could be, because it's such a light color, this could be skin. So I don't know if I'm going to want to use it as skin, but I'm going to pull it out anyway. Oh, there's hardly any. So I could substitute those and it would be okay, I bet. 3826. I don't have any of that. 2734, 5356, 59, 5200. Now, there's a question. I don't have 3 bottles worth, but do I sprinkle these in? I'm going to go ahead and pull them out anyway, and I'm going to mark that I've got this. There could be like in the stars in the background. So like in the stars in the background, maybe some in her eyes, maybe on the skulls. I don't know. I don't know if I want to substitute everything. And then maybe I could just sprinkle it around in the background where that big white background is. All right, and then I've just got some other colors in here that I don't need. So only one fairy dust that I pulled out, which is kind of disappointing, but I've got lots of other ABs. I've actually been considering whether or not I want to go out to like DP with Sparklers or Bella or someplace and buy like a set of fairy dust drills because I just really like them. So I've got all of these ABs and one pixie dust fairy dust that I'm going to use to add in and add a little bit of bling. Cute. I'm happy about that. I might change my mind after I sit down and spend some time looking at the actual kit if I wanted to add like maybe the 310 ABs for the eyeballs in their skulls, because she's wearing them as earrings and they're like a little decoration on the hat, so maybe. I'll have to think about that. But now I have everything all kitted up. All I got to do now is washi tape my canvas around the edges and I am good to go. So as soon as I finish my spangler that I'm currently working on, I can jump right into this on September 1st when Drills and Chills start. That's it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for sticking around till the end of the video. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.